Hello everyone and welcome to your new moon reading. So we have a new moon upon us. It's a new moon in Leo that occurs this Thursday, July 28th at 1:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now as always, new moons are the start of a new cycle, which occurs when the moon turns off her light and goes within. And this is a time to plan out the next lunar cycle, the next month, and beyond. This is our cosmic reminder to build time within our busy daily routines and to slow down and to consciously create the life we want to live and to become the divine conscious creators that we are and to connect deeply with our heart and listen for what is next in our journey of the soul. If we become too busy in our daily routine, we can get lost and lose sight of our true divine purpose of why we're here. And so this new moon is a reminder for us to go within and to take a look at what's in store for us. What do we want to experience next in our life? And from this place, our divine path and purpose will unfold for us. Therefore, making the time to slow down, to recenter, to recalibrate, and to refocus ourselves, our being, and to refocus our life with our heart space during this new moon and every new moon is just as important, if not more important, as the busyness and the efforts of getting things accomplished. This is our divine reminder to check in with ourselves and to make sure we are still walking in the right direction, that we haven't lost sight of our true purpose, which is too easy to do in this modern age of endless distractions. Our cell phones, social media, Netflix, politics, and the chaos of the world. So, after the breakthrough buck moon, what insights, visions, and new spiritual understandings arose within you? This is the time to sit and integrate with the new awareness that has awakened within you. If you feel like you haven't received any new breakthroughs from your higher divine self, then perhaps you were too busy and not still enough to receive them. So an example in my life. So during this full moon, I was exerting tremendous amounts of energy to finish the installation of the pool at my house. And afterwards, I spent a lot of time during this cosmic exhale resting, napping, meditating, being still, observing myself, observing my thoughts, my emotions, my dreams, and observing Mother Nature. And I recognize that if I want to continue being productive in my life, and not only be productive, but show up as my best self, this time of healing and integrating is essential for me to have the strength and clarity to enter into the next phase of my life. And that is the purpose of the cosmic exhale that comes after a full moon. And so this is a real-life physical example of how to harness these cosmic energies. But these energy dynamics run much deeper than our physical life. They move us and touch us mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. And so we must be still and receptive enough to receive the guidance that is waiting to be received. And this new moon is here to help us connect more deeply with our true divine essence of our higher self, our future self, our cosmic self, and our true self. Whatever you call it in your language, it's a time for us to connect with ourself, our heart space, and our true divinity within. So this new moon is conjunct with the sun, as it always is during a new moon. But this time the sun is in its home sign of Leo, which is a fixed fire sign. So when the new moon which represents our inner self, our inner emotional self, steps into this bold, radiant, fiery energy of Leo with the sun, this is opening up a window of opportunity within our own being to see where in our life we are ready to be more confident and courageous. Leo energy is bold, bright, powerful, and brave. Just envision the magnificence of the lion and what the lion represents, because this new moon is helping us to identify where we need more strength and power within our being in order to prepare us for what lies ahead. It's also here to illuminate, to show us what are we ready to create and achieve in our lives. Because this is the time to set those intentions and sow them within the fertile grounds of the new moon. Every new moon, unless it's our super manifestation power period, we have 10 new moon wishes or intentions and dedications to sow into this new moon. And this happens both individually and collectively as a human race. However, our greatest place of power doesn't reside in focusing on the collective, but rather focusing on ourself and our individual transformational journey. Just know that we are all walking through this new cosmic cycle together. This new moon in Leo is an invitation to stand in your place of power, your divine light. It is helping to awaken our sense of self-worth, our true purpose, and our true calling. In essence, it is awakening us into this greater sense of self, both individually and collectively. This new moon is trine with Jupiter in Aries, which is empowering us and gifting us with good luck and good fortune. It's also giving us opportunities, support, and expanding our capacities as we continue to grow into our greater sense of self. The fact that the expansive planet of Jupiter is in Aries, the first sign of the zodiac cycle, which gives us this fiery inspiration and growth and momentum. Aries is this initial sense of self, and Jupiter is expanding this initial sense of self into this new, greater, expansive view of who we are and the world that we're living in. And this new moon is challenging us to clarify what we want to gain from our human experience while on the earth plane. And Leo is giving us the strength and courage to recognize our worth and our capacity to expand into this larger cosmic self that is being birthed within us all. Jupiter in Aries, in essence, is amplifying and motivating this new moon energy. Another important astrological influence for this new moon in Leo is Mercury square Uranus, the North Node, and Mars. So let's break this down so we can have a greater picture of what this energy dynamic means for us in our life. Now, Mercury is a planet of communication and knowledge. More specifically, human knowledge. It's our human capacity to understand and to communicate. And this is squaring Uranus, which also represents knowledge, but a greater, broader, more cosmic and spiritual knowledge. And Uranus is conjunct with the North Node, which represents our future and our future self, as well as Mars, which is this initiatory warrior energy. So this cosmic dynamic is giving us new insights that can arrive in the form of clarity to a particular situation, new understandings, announcements, new perspectives, new information, and this new insight arrives within us to birth a new self, a new awareness within our being. We are being opened, and we are opening ourselves up to new consciousness and awareness. And once we do that, we instantly become a new person with a new vision. Once this new awareness has awoken within us, we can no longer go back to the old self and the old limitations and the old ways of seeing the world. We have been forever open to this new perspective. This is a new dawn. And this is the essence of this new moon cycle. This new moon is here to propel us forward into our divine place of power, our divine sovereignty, and to recognize our divine essence within. We are waking up and realizing that we are the divine creators of the world, not the leaders that are running this world. That we are the divine light we have been searching for. Nothing externally out in the world. Divinity is not found in religions. It's not found in any political affiliations. It's not found in any country or any leader or anything external. It is found by unlocking the limitations within our own being. And this Leo new moon is helping us through this journey. This journey looks different for each and every one of us. But our hearts will always guide us towards our divine destiny. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new moon reading and the energies of this new moon. And for the new moon oracle reading, this is the card that came up. Nothing is yet set in stone. So what does this mean? Nothing is set in stone. We are still in charge of our destiny. We still have free will to choose to follow our divine destiny or not. In my personal experience, I have learned that if we do not choose to follow our divine calling, life will continuously get harder, more challenging, and tougher. It will be tougher to find the will to continue. It can express itself through depression, powerlessness, illness, weakness, and even losing the will to live. We can feel lost. We can feel disconnected, and we can feel like we don't have a purpose in this world. We can find ourselves lost in this eat, sleep, work routine over and over again without a purpose in our life. We just are stuck in a rut. Conversely, if we follow our divine calling, there will still be challenges. I'm not going to lie to you there. Life is all about stretching us and breaking us open into new capacities we never thought we had the power to overcome and to experience. And through those experiences, we are going to be challenged and we are going to be faced with adversity. And it's not going to be easy, but we will also experience synchronicity. We'll experience inspiration, passion, motivation, purpose, a fire within. We'll experience growth, and we will discover our true magic. And we will experience the true magic of our world. That is the difference between choosing to follow our divine destiny and getting lost in going the wrong way and not choosing to follow our divine destiny. That's where we have the free will. We can choose to follow our divine destiny or not. And we can get lost in the daily routines, or we can set time aside to reconnect with the divine. The divine is not found externally, it's found within. So we need to connect with ourselves, with our heart space, and our higher self, and allow ourselves to guide us forward. That is where we discover our divine sovereignty and our divine power. This decision is always in our hands, and this new moon invites us to revisit the decisions that we have made in our life thus far, from our place of divine power, and to consciously create our new story. We hold the key. We have the strength. We have the power. And we hold all the magic within us if we simply open ourselves up to discovering those intimate places deep within ourselves. It may not be easy, but the universe is here to support us, and so are the magnificent lions. So to learn more about how to harness this magnificent Leo energy, watch my next video on how to work with Leo energies. And until the full moon, I wish you guys a blessed and beautiful new moon ceremony. Remember to make your 10 new moon wishes and dedications for your future. And if this is your super manifestation power period, you have 40 new moon wishes. If you would like to learn what your super manifestation power period is, you can book a session with me or join the Lunar Club, and you will discover what your super manifestation power period is and how to harness these new moon and full moon energies throughout the year, and so you can live the best life that you are destined to live. So until next time, guys, I wish you well, lots of love, and until the full moon. Bye, guys.